See, I don't think consciousness is limited to humans.
Yeah, that's the interesting question. At which point, if it is indeed connected to the evolutionary process,
Yeah,
at which point did we pick up this
a very hard
ability?
question. It's certainly, I don't think it's primates. You see these pictures of African hunting dogs and how they can plan amongst themselves how to catch the antelopes. Some of these David Attenborough films, I think this probably was one of them. And you could see the hunting dogs, and they divide themselves into two groups, and they go in two routes, two different routes. One of them goes and they sort of hide next to the river. And the other group goes around and they start yelping at these. They don't bark, I guess, whatever noise hunting dogs do, the antelopes, and they sort of round them up and they chase them in the direction of the river. And there are the other ones just waiting for them, just to get, because when they get to the river, it slows them down. And so they pounce on them. So they've obviously planned this all out somehow. I have no idea how. And there is some element of conscious planning, as far as I can see. I don't think it's just some kind of... so much of AI these days is done on what they call bottom-up systems, is it? Yeah. Right. Where you have neural networks and you give them a zillion different things to look at, and then they sort of can choose one thing over another just because it's seen so many examples, and picks up on little signals which one may not even be conscious of.
And that doesn't feel like understanding.
And there's no understanding in that whatsoever. For examples with the elephants is a wonderful example too. The elephants have to go from the troop of them have to go long distances. And the leader of a troop is a female, they all are apparently. And this female, she had to go all the way from one part of the country to another. And at a certain point, she made a detour. And they went off in this big detour. All the troop came with her. And this was where her sister had died. And there were her bones lying around. And they go and pick up the bones. And they hand it around and they caress the bones. And then they put them back and they will go back again. What the hell are they doing?
That's so interesting.
I mean, there's something going on. There's no clear connection with natural selection. There's just some deep feeling going on there, which has to do with their conscious experience. And I think it's something that overall is advantageous by natural selection, but not directly to do with natural selection.